I just got back from Florida, and I brought a box of plants. I'm gonna show Dana.
All right, let's see what's inside. Bringing plants back from Florida is not unusual for Marcus. Yesterday, he just mentioned he brought plants. Didn't know he'd gotten any, don't know how many he has, so I really don't know the content of the box or what we're going to see here, but I'm looking forward to it. I will say this is a smaller box. He has been known to bring back bigger boxes before.
Yeah, but time to change.
Yeah, we don't need that many plants.
Don't need that many plants. All right, okay. Okay, here we go. So we're going to take them out as we put them in.
Okay, I know this plant. This is the same variety of plant that Marcus had when he first started his plant collection. His plant mom, Nancy, who gave him the first 16 plants that started his plant journey, included this one. And something happened to it, no longer with us. So last time we were in Florida, Marcus saw one and he was thinking, man, I really want to get one. I love that plant. And you didn't get one, right?
I did get one.
Okay.
But now I decided to get a second one. This is very droopy because I decided not to water it. It actually had some mites on it, but I learned quite a bit about the mites, so I cut those off. I put them into their own planter back in Florida, so some of the natural predators can come in and work on those. Left it outside and it's going to grow itself. I don't know the name of this plant, but I do love this plant. Time to put it in some water.
All right. Let's see what is next.
What do we have next? Here we go. Boom. Here we have a trumpet flower, a trumpet plant, or angel trumpet. And this is a purple one, and this one has a double flower to it. It puts out a flower, and then that flower opens up and puts out another flower out of that. It's insanely beautiful.
We actually did a vlog in December when we were in Florida while we were at the plant market that Marcus got these at, and this was a plant that was featured because we came across it and Marcus thought it was really cool. So you could go back to that vlog if you want to see more about his initial excitement. So he's been thinking about this plant for a while. Like, we don't really just buy plants anymore. No. So this has been something that's been ruminating
for a long time. Yeah. I actually cut it, right? You can see here where I cut it and I propagated it. It was really tall. I cut it, brought that propagation to Texas in December. It started to grow, but we got hit with a frost. It died. Yeah. So decided to go get the mother plant. Then once this grows this year, I will cut it, take the cutting back to Florida to let it grow, and this one will likely grow back after the frost.
All right.
All right. Okay.
So what made you get a Hoya?
Well, I'm finding that as I've gotten further into plants, in addition to my love for philodendron, my love for pothos, which I feel like has gotten pushed because of my love for philodendron and my love for orchids, Skindapus got thrown in there, and then Hoyas got thrown in there, and all of a sudden I found myself just liking these really thick, succulent looking leaves on a vine. And I'm like, oh man, what is that? Come to find out, it's a Hoya. And they have such a unique flower. It looks like plastic.
It looks like what?
Like wax.
Or like, you know, our illustrations of flowers, like when people doodle flowers. I feel like the Hoya flowers inspired that.
Yes.
Because they look like the archetypal flower. And I draw all the time now that our son wants to color pretty much every minute of the day.
But if you look at that, it looks like a wax mold. Like it looks
like a stamp. You could stamp it.
Yeah. It doesn't even, so many things in our world are surreal.
It's true.
It's like, this is definitely one of them. This is stunning to me. So when I saw this and saw how long, hang on, wait for it. When I saw that, I was like, okay.
You gotta get it?
Gotta get you, bro. And I'm not gonna break your vine. I'm gonna figure out how to bring you back safely.
Another thing to consider is
so stunning.
most of our plant collection came about in 2021, and in the last couple of years, like, we have barely bought any houseplants. We have a lot of houseplants. It's not something that has really called to us. We're not really into like the rare, exotic culture that many people participate in. So this is sort of a ceremonious big deal for Marcus to bring some plants into the family because it doesn't happen very often.
And a lot of times it happens, like, I feel like I'm like going through a nursery and they call out to me like strays. They're like, hey, I'm pretty. I'm real pretty. And I'm like, oh man, you are. Do you have a place is there a place for you in our little space? Because, you know, the fact is not everything grows with us. And I've had a lot of losses and I've had to come to understand some of those things I don't have a place for them. Yeah. But now that I know a little bit more about how to create the environment Hoyas thrive in, I'm really excited to have this one. Okay.
Okay. Oh, nice. Variegated string of hearts.
Variegated.
Wow, there's a lot in there.
And there is.
Oh, it's wrapped up. Yeah.
It's wrapped up. Okay.
Wow, that's a pretty one.
And I decided to get this because I've had these before, but I was not successful, and I only recently found out why. And have started to have success with the other strings. And so now that I've had some more success and I've also propagated a few and I've watched them start to grow out, I'm like, okay, it's time for me to expand the collection, get a couple different varieties, and watch them all grow and thrive together. So that's what's happening.
They have been pretty hardy plants for us. We've had some that did really well without needing much care. But then you have a baby, things get mixed around in routine. But awesome, glad to bring this one back in.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. And exactly, and I love the color. It's just something about that pink that's really nice to look at.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I like the variegated one. The non-variegated is equally stunning, but the pink brings a nice pop of color.
Mm-hmm. So what I'm gonna do is I will spend some time unfurling these. And really going all the way back to the tip and letting them string out all the way down is my goal. And it's going to look really beautiful. I'm going to put that in a planter. These are going inside.
All right. We have one more, it looks like?
One more plant. Well, actually, one more planter. With a bonus. With a bonus plant inside it. Okay, here we go.
I don't think we've ever had one of these before. We've had similar, right? Looks like it's related to
Yes, exactly. We've had a plant very similar, but I don't know that we've actually ever had this one. It is a really beautiful Scindapus. And so, as I was saying earlier, I really like this plant. And as I expand my collection, I saw this one and thought, okay, how much could this be? You know, and I thought, okay, I'm not gonna spend more than $15 on it because I see this extra plant in here. That would be a real steal to me. The plant's value's much higher, and he gave it to me for 15. So I was like, oh, I gotta take this. Yeah. Oh, I gotta take this. So here we go. Look at some of these leaves. Look at that variegation there. Look at that silver variegation there. Is that beautiful? As it matures. Now you can see that this has some calcium damage. And the calcium damage happens when it's been watered on by some really heavy water. You know, sometimes the water can get really harsh in the water line. And when that happens, the plants can get covered. But that is not a permanent thing. It can be undone. So we are going to nurse this one back to really quality health. It's going to be beautiful. Okay, so we take that box off.
Yeah.
And put them all up there. And we can show this haul. This one needs water bad.
Yeah, it was thirsty.
It's thirsty. So you see what I mean? My eye was like, oh, I can't wait.
No. We were talking about unboxing, and I was like, okay, what's your deadline to unbox them in terms of the plant's health? Do they need to be immediate? Can we wait an hour? But we were able to do it right away. We were able to get a moment to film.
That right there is a great plant haul. And when you consider that each one of these can be propagated and will create that many more plants for us, I feel very fortunate that we have so much beauty here that will just keep going.
Awesome. Well, great selection. Welcome to the family.
Welcome to the family.